You and me, hanging from the willow tree, quietly drifting in the open breeze. Suddenly, the wind blows you away from me. Now I see we were never meant to be. If only we could travel back in time. Whoa, right where we belong. Maybe we'll never need a reason why. Whoa, dancing till the dawn. If only we could travel back in time. Whoa, right where we belong. Maybe we'll never need a reason why. Whoa, dancing till the dawn. Born from the same branch and leaves, wild and free, living here in harmony. Don't you see? This is where you want to be. But when you leave, the world is never what it seems. If only we could travel back in time. Whoa, right where we belong. Maybe we'll never need a reason why. Whoa, dancing till the dawn. If only we could travel back in time. Whoa, right where we belong. Maybe we'll never need a reason why. Whoa, dancing till the dawn.
Empty hearts and neon lights, they're playing with my mind. Gotta get out of here tonight. Oh, I wanna run off and fly. And I'll tell myself it's fine to be alone, just to find somewhere that finally feels like home. Oh, oh, oh. I hate all this overthinking. Oh, 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 oh. The more I swim, the more I'm sinking. Take me to a world of silver. No more heartbreaks, tears, painkillers. Take me somewhere unfamiliar. Bring me back to where we started out. Get me out of now. To where we started out. Get me out of now. To where we started out. La 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 la. Oh, oh. Get me out of broken hearts and starting fights, turning truth to lies. Gotta get up, stop wasting time. Yeah, I wanna run
So what is up, beautiful people? We are back. This is W4RSHOT Esports live once again, bringing to you T1 Scrims live from the sand-covered terrains of Miramar, the hills, the beautiful map which has been revamped after the new update. This just looks beautiful. This is a huge map to be, everyone knows Miramar, right? But once again, just reminding you, talking about the flight path cuts right through the center of the map. I guess this is probably the most ideal flight path which can get at a competitive stage when you actually talk about Miramar, because we have a lot of players. We have 71 players playing this match. We have 20 teams coming together in this particular match itself, and the plane does carry a lot of people, and so will the map actually. But once again, something which is more important is that you have to mention the fact that each and every location, I guess, apart from Ruins and La Cobrera, to an extent, I guess most of the regions are kind of under the availability for most of the teams to kind of take the drops and loot in. But once again, most of the teams are going towards their usual drop locations. Valle del Mar is kind of having two teams probably, which it usually does. Los Leones has a lot of teams, and which is really very common for us to see. Picado right at the heart of Miramar, and so the heart of, once again, I guess this is Finale probably, I'm not really sure, but team number 22 has taken up Picado probably. Team number 25 is towards Power Grid, but once again they are gliding as well. So a lot of teams are actually moving towards here and there. The map has been divided into two different aspects, but once again I'll have a look at the game sounds and everything else. So till then, just I'll perform my stream check. Till then, just make sure you stay tuned, and once again I'll be back. So already we can see the first knock. I guess the first knock and finishes come in. This was in the form of Skites, I guess. I'm not really sure, but definitely that was Team Claw, I believe. I'm not really sure which particular player it was. I was performing my stream check, but there was 1 kill already. 71 has reduced to, yes, right here, Skites Rishi got that first knock and finish. It was that AKM which did that first, which drew that first blood. Honestly, to be honest, this is Sweat Vegeta WNL who has got the better of Fino Asta. Fino Asta has been completely wiped out. This is GS Sasuke who has taken up a lot of damage. Sasuke Susanoo couldn't really do any particular damage. OG's Ryush has demolished Sasuke, as well as Vegeta WNL. Vegeta WNL has been completely confirmed. One elimination coming in very early on in this match, and this is just few seconds we actually came onto this particular map itself, and right now, as you can see, 19 teams, one team has already been decimated out from this particular match itself. 66 players, 5 players have been already suffered casualties. So a lot of action very early on in this match. This is Skites Rishi who actually drew the first blood in this match itself. No such action coming in from his end as of now, but once again this is RS Deep OP who has got the better of AS BL Devil. Once again, if you have a look at the map, so many actions happening in right from the heart of each and every hot drop from this particular match itself. Los Leones, one of the biggest compounds in this particular map, and right now not just a compound, if you call it a compound, it is just an underestimation of the sheer size of this particular area. This is a whole city, and right now I guess there was another knock coming in from team CE, so that particular team is going very strong as of now. But Los Leones does have a lot of teams. There's a lot of teams coming in, because I guess team number 2 and team number 19, we already saw that team INF Claw was already there. Team 23 is taking in a fight once again. Mafia, this is probably CE once again. Mafia 2 OP from CE once again. This particular team has actually suffered one casualty. The second knock coming in for this team as well. So I guess this is really difficult for this particular team to come back. But team number 23 once again, I did not really see which particular player it was, but it was Poison CE probably. But definitely what these two CE squads, I do not have much information. But team number 16 for sure has made a statement out here. Who is the better CE out here? Pranav CE, Poison CE, Ryuk CE, and one shot definitely has been taken down. But apart from that, I guess the remaining 3 players, they did make a statement. Pranav CE came up with 3 kills all on his own. So this particular man is just on a rampage at this moment, and getting 3 kills so early on in this match will be such a huge morale boost. Once again, if you do like my casting, then please make sure you hit like and subscribe on the particular red button out there, and also please do mention what do you actually think about the entire scrim, what do you think about me, what do you think about the casting, about the matches, everything in the live chat. It will be a great interactive session up front. A lot of action is left in this match, as well. This is very early on in the game, very early minutes have actually passed on, but definitely there is a whole lot of action left. 18 teams still survive in this particular match, 59 players still there. So once again, I'm not really sure which particular team might dominate in the end, but definitely one player that dominates early on is Pranav C. I couldn't really cover any particular kill of his, but once again, 3 kills already for him. This guy is on a rampage right away. But this is AES Bhaiya, and sorry guys, there was one call which I had to kind of reject, but definitely it was kind of a disturbance, so I have put my mobile on silent mode and focusing on this match itself. I guess if we look at the map once again, cannot really actually distinguish which particular fight is going on, because there is so much congestion out here. One particular fight which seems to be very eminent is the fight in Picado. Team number 22 is just going all in against one particular team, and this is AES Bhavya, who is actually gone after Team RS and AKOP. I guess, was it, if I'm not wrong, it was AKOP, and he has actually been taken down completely. OG Overhaul has got the better of GS's Duke I. Meanwhile, team number 14, this is Revenge King OP once again. The M16 rather, the 4X can do a lot of damage. I guess the single shot, if we can actually control that particular thing, I guess it might be deadly. Meanwhile, RS Curve OP has got the better of Bhavya once again from AES, and I'm not really sure which particular fight this is going on, but definitely something which is really intriguing is this particular one. Let's just move on to this view once again and try and analyze the situation. Team number 14 is really splitted out here. Team 22 is very much comfortable, but the fight doesn't seem to be very eminent. One particular player is holding the auditorium as well. Real huge compounds, real huge buildings. I guess the players will actually be very comfortable in this particular position. I guess you probably might be able to see the clouds kind of making a lot of noise. They are just roaring outside the particular weather. I mean, this is weather in West Bengal right out here, but once again, something which is roaring in this match are the players who are racking up the kills at the moment, and this is DE Killswitch OP once again, who has taken up one particular knock for him. This particular team was going so strong. I guess this makes no sense if I do not spectate them right out here, but Killswitch, where are you, Killswitch? But once again, let me just find this particular player out. I do not know the... Okay, so this is it. This is team number 17 once again. This is team Blur, Kitsune OP, Aizen, Ali, as well as Killswitch comprise this particular team rather. And right now they're going after team 7, as it looks to me. The map will render out very soon. So yes, it did render. I do not know which particular location this is. I'll have to refer to the map itself. But once again, if you actually talk about the fight in Los Lunas, which I was actually referring to for a certain amount of time right now, team number 7 will be looking forward to occupying those big 5-story buildings right out here, because one of the fact about these buildings is that their rushes in these buildings are really dangerous. And once again, these Miramar is something which is very much unlike Erangel. The playing pattern is just so different. I guess you cannot really take a lot of short range fights. It is all about taking those mid-range to short long range fights, and that is the reason why the DMRs and your bolt actions become so real important in this map itself. Team RS doesn't really look to make a move right now. Team 17 haven't really got one particular kill, but a fact which is really striking to me is that Team RS has actually been reduced to 50% strength. By that I mean that Team RS has already lost 2 players. I do not know where did they do it, but definitely they do have 3 kills already, so that actually means that they have taken a fight somewhere else. And once again, Dead OP does have that Scar L and that AKM, so he might be able to do a lot of damage. He does have that Winchester 94 with that 2.7x just behind him, so he might be picking that one up. I'm not really sure. sure, but once again, that 2.7x might do a lot of damage. Winchester 94 is actually pretty strong. It is a pretty powerful weapon. I mean, a level 2 helmet, one headshot, and you are out. You are down and out for good. And right now, this is Claw Odin God who has got the better of D2E Ronnie. So Positive probably is the last one who is still left, and Positive needs to heal himself up. He is using the med kick, but team number 19 might look to just climb on to team number 2 once again. D2E Positive is the last player alive, so 1v3 situation up front. Let us see what is really building up as of now. Once again, if you're just watching this match live, then this grenade might actually do a lot of damage. Positive is really looking to hold, move out from that particular location. Okay, so that was a smoke. Sorry for that, but once again, team number 19, this is Kites Rishi. Once again, I'm really hopeful that Positive takes out one knockout here at least, and Revenge GR's Ash has actually been taken out. The fight has actually built up, and with that being said, team 19 has just cleared out team 2, just out. Just team number 2 just went down and out, right? Team IFM, pardon me for that. This is team INF. This is INF Claw Infamous. Once again, Odin God and others, they were just so dominant in this particular fight itself, and it is to be seen if they are able to dominate the entire match. But the way they just wiped out team D2A out of this match itself, it was just way good. I guess it was one of the most brilliant games which we actually got to see from different parts of the map itself. I guess each and every player kind of contributed. If you have a look at the kills, then Odin God came up with 2 kills. I mean, he has lived up to his reputation, he has lived up to his name. But once again, Skites Rishi, he was the one who actually drew the first blood from the scene itself. So with it being said, 49 players still alive, 14 teams are left. We have to actually look forward to other teams. Delta, this is Daku from Delta who has got one particular knock, and we will be spectating that right now. This is in the live chat. This is God's Eye Papa. He says show team 22. So definitely I will show team 22. Their fight is probably going on, but definitely team number 14 is really struggling out here. I'm not really sure which particular team they are fighting against, but I will be spectating. Definitely I'll be spectating team 22 as requested by God's Eye Papa. But let us see if we do have team 22. But okay, team number 22 Revenge GR has been taken down. And that is really surprising, because I really saw that Ash and it was, I guess, Adi who was the one who was knocked out first. We saw them, their fight was just brewing up, and by the looks of it, they have already been taken down. Blood Ali has been taken down as well. This is RS from team number 7. I guess they are doing brilliant in Los Leones. I'm really surprised that this particular player, Dead OP, was able to take down Blood Ali, knock and finish. That was something which is expected from team RS. They are showing no mercy here outright whatsoever. Once again, Claw Odin God has got the better of aesthetic, so this particular player is on a rampage as well, I guess. It is to be seen if Dead OP, this is RS Dead OP, as you can see, 3 kills already. This particular player can make a move out here. DE kill switch has been taken down and out by Curve OP. What a beautiful stuff it was. But this is Godzi Ashbot who is taking down Odin God. So actions coming in, actions flying in from each and every location of the map itself. If we have a look at Claw, INF Claw's match, then I'm really surprised the fact that they have actually been taken down. Skies Rishi is the only player who is still surviving. Team number 3 has broken the back of team number 19, and so did they. They just showed no mercy whatsoever, not just breaking their backs, but giving them that final knockout blow. That particular nade was a smack on the face, and it was just a pure demolition of team INF Claw. Definitely their early domination did not convert, was not translated into something which was a good match itself. They have been eliminated in the 13th position. What a demolition, what great skills coming in from team Godzi as well as Colt, Majin Buu Ashbot, and the last player being Aesthetic. They did make a statement out here. They have taken down team Claw Infamous, so that was something which was great, I guess. Once again, I really want to see a team which has actually dominated in the early stage of the match kind of make it to the ending stages, but right now a lot of congestions among the teams, and that is a result of a lot of casualties. Teams are not really studying the drop locations, what it seems to be, but the fight in Los Leones does seem to be building up. Team number 17 is real close, but this is RS Curve OP who has actually been taken down by Nate. I believe team RS has been taken down completely. I'll have to check that once again. Dead OP is still alive, so thank God Dead OP is still there, but this team already has 5 kills. Curve OP and Dead OP were really great in the initial stage, but once again, only player left from this team is Dead OP, and once again, Team Blur is just lurking around in the background. They just want that particular killer. 2v1 fight up front. I guess Team RS did a beautiful job to kind of bring this fight to the stage, at least because Team Blur were just going too strong. They were 4-man strong in the beginning, but Dead OP and Curve OP, I guess they brought down 2 players respectively. I'm not really sure. But with that being said, I guess Team RS should actually move out from this particular location. And God's Eye Papa, once again, sorry for, you know, he wanted me to spectate team number 22, but after that, when I actually looked at the teams, I guess team 22 was actually down and out. With that being said, Dead OP is taking on the shots. Team Blur is not really afraid to make a move out here. Team RS, Dead OPs, he is actually making a right choice out here. Moving out from this particular scenario will be the best thing to do. He does have that Mirado out there, so I guess that wouldn't really be very difficult for him. But once again, team 17 will actually be looking out for some blood out here. I guess they can smell that last victim for them, but as you can see, the AKM sprays coming in. Blur Aizen is out here is hungry for some blood, and that particular kill, this might be imminent. But once again, Dead OP is cooking this particular nade. If this nade is connecting, then it might do a lot of damage. Aizen has really started spraying. I guess this is now really becoming very interesting. I believe team 7 versus team 17, 1v2 situation up front. Will Dead OP be able to kind of survive? Team 17 have a flanker for them, so that actually makes things really difficult for Dead OP. Once again, I guess he has heard this particular player. Will he be able to get the better of him? Dead OP misfired, and once again he got the first knock. He will be confirming them. Oh, Dead OP has been phenomenal in this fight. Once again, 1v1 fight up front. Will Dead OP from RS be able to confirm the kill of Blur completely? This is Aizen, the last player who is still surviving. Dead OP has spotted Aizen. Meanwhile, Aizen has to make a move out here. They do not want to suffer this particular squad wipe in the hands of Dead OP, but Aizen is being very hasty out here. Will Dead OP be able to survive, or will Aizen be smacked down to the ground? This is very interesting. My lungs are out once again. Dead OP is trying to make a move. That jump fire didn't really connect. Both of them are really taking on the shots at the moment. AKM versus AKM. Who is going to preserve? The nades are out. This nade might connect. I'm not really sure, but this nade might actually connect. What a beautiful, phenomenal nade was that. It was just so brilliant. Dead OP, you have been phenomenal. This is mesmerizing gameplay coming in for Team RS right now. What a beautiful nade was that. With that being said, I guess this was some brilliant gameplay. Dead OP has just knocked down Team Blur on their face. I mean, this is some sheer OP gameplay coming in from them. With that being said, I guess the fact that he's still surviving is the most impressive thing about them. But once again, I really want him to get inside that ending zone. He does have a car, but why is he looking for... I guess he's looking for some vehicles, I'm not really sure. But the fact that he has 5 kills, he has taken down so many teams out on his own, I guess it just deserves so much credit. That final nade, it had a thing about it or two. I mean, it was just so brilliant. But this is Kaal and Lycan from Kaal once again, who has actually got 1 knock. So definitely we will be checking this out. Lycan YT from Kaal presenting you on your screens. But once again, the Molotov, the nades are out. As you can see, I mean, the parts of the nades are still so much vibrant in this particular screen out here. You can actually check the amount of utilities that have been used out here. The smokes, the nades, Molotovs, stun grenades, everything is really being utilized up front. I'm not really sure whom team number 12 is really fighting, but definitely they have taken down one particular player from them has actually been taken down, and it was Warrior. So Lycan YT does have a job in hand. I guess they are taking on team CE right up front. Team number 16 versus team number 12. One player is completely out in the open. This is easy knock coming from Lycan YT, and he delivers. Once again, one particular knock coming in from Lycan YT. He should actually, you know, kind of charge in, but once again, Zeus OP has actually been taken down. So that does mean that Kaal is actually being reduced to the ashes at the moment. The fight is completely against the favor of Lycan YT. Lycan YT really got 1 knock for himself, but definitely I'm not really sure if he will be able to make anything out of it. His teammates didn't really kind of provide him a lot of support, but like and while he does have a job in hand right now, he has to do what Dead OP did for his team right up front. I mean, 1v3, as you can see on your screens, team number 16 will be looking for that last kill, will be looking for that last blood out from this particular fight. Team number 16 probably is can smell that blood right out here, and the death gods are really smiling on the fate of Like and Whitey. I'm really surprised if he will be able to take anything out of this, but right now team number 16 is going all out on the open, and that does mean that Like and Whitey will get certain opportunity to take one or the other player down. I guess if he is able to take at least one kill, it will be great, but definitely one knock coming in from Like and Whitey. Like and Whitey does have one knock, so definitely he will be looking to confirm that. And with that being said, will the second knock come in? The second knock comes in as well. Like and Whitey has to heal himself up, and with that being said, team number 16 has taken down, it was once again the man, the legend, the myth. It was Pranav CE once again who came to his team's rescue. What a player is he, man. It was just brilliant. He did make his team, he just rescued his team out of nowhere. And meanwhile, as you can see, this is team number 11. Origin is taking on the usual rotations. Rotations are one of the most important key factors in Miramar as well. So that is something which is more important. Team number 16 does have to make a move. This is the third zone. It will be the fourth zone very soon, so I guess that is something which will be one of the most important elements of the match right now. The zone will start playing a part, the damage starts getting much higher and higher. So with that being said, I guess most of the teams have taken their rotations inside the zone already. We do have a lot of teams. Team number 18 is close to one team, and if you actually spectate this match, I guess they are already inside a fight at the moment. The bolt action from Red Steel is getting locked and loaded. If he is able to connect one shot for our audience, I guess it will be just outright brilliant. But this is one of the best places in the zone, I would say. A brilliant high ridge for them, a lot of cover for them actually as well. The bolt action will cry out loud out here, but definitely that was not from Red Steel, it was from 2OP's leader. The bolt action, the Kar 98, the weapon, the myth, it was probably 2OP's one particular player from 2OP. Definitely I forgot the name, and pardon me for that, but team number 6 is making a, team number 8 rather, is making a statement out here. It is to be seen, but once again I guess it was 2OP leader. So 2OP leader, once again one knock coming in. Was it? Not really. 2OP's leader is really trying his best to make an opening for his team as well. The bolt action is really crying out loud at the moment, and to be honest, we want to see that as well, right? The 8x is on, the Kar 90 is locked and loaded, and definitely one of the most beautiful sights in the game has to be one of those headshots connecting from a sniper rifle. What do you think, guys? If you actually agree with me, then please let me know in the live chat. But apart from that, I guess it has been a beautiful match itself. And once again, another knock coming in from Ningna OP. It was not really in this particular area, but once again, I'm really surprised that leader's shots are not really connecting, but definitely he is making a statement out for his team as well. He is taking in shots as well, but this is Origin here who is taking down Pranav CE, so that is news right up front, I guess. Pranav CE, and the zone was probably cut out by Team Origin, because Origin was the team which was taking an early rotation, and CE were really late in the rotation because of that particular fight which they were involved into. But once again, this is one particular player, I guess it is Bull from OG, who has actually been spotted, and once again the head might connect, but definitely not really connecting. This is D Chaos from LSM, who is leading the charge for his team right now. BTY Virus has been taken down, but this is LSM D Henry who has actually been taken down as well. Chaos once again knocking down Clive from Bounty. So this particular player is just going out and strong once again. But this fight is really a big deal right now. LSM has really taken down Team Bounty. Just what a beautiful game it was. I mean, D Chaos, what were you? LSM just wiped out Team Bounty right out of nowhere. Chaos came up with 3 kills right up front, and it was it. I saw the kill feed. I did not really check the gameplay, but definitely the kill feed does make a statement out here. And with that being said, they have actually spotted team number 11. I'm not really sure if they will get the better. If they will get the revive of Henry, but that really seems to be a very distant truth out here, that Henry might actually succumb to his injuries. He will probably bleed out to death, and yes, Henry will probably not be able to recover. Team number 11 is leading the charge at the moment. This is none other than Team Origin once again. LSM has a job cut out in hand once again. Chaos is still looking for some loot, I guess. He might be able to get in some handy utilities, some handy healings, which might be a catalyst for him to kind of take down Team 11 once again. Chaos has shown a lot of promise. That Scarlet Spray was brilliant, but once again, team number 4 versus team number 11, the zone has cut out from this particular from over them, so that means that they will have to make a move out of this particular war zone. So God Z Ashbot has taken down Delta's Scream, and this is LSM versus Origin. So who will be triumphing on this particular fight? Definitely mathematically, if you talk about a 4v2 fight up front, is really going in the way of team Origin. If you talk about proportions, if you talk about chances, but LSM once again, kudos for that. They did make the right move. They are moving out from this particular fight. They know that the zone is probably the most important element of all of PUBG Mobile, and that is something which they are doing. Definitely they will take in the shots from a lot of teams. They have found a good empty compound for themselves as well. Team number 8 is actually very open, very much out in the open. They have rushed inside. I guess this might be an easy knock for Chaos once again. Chaos not really connecting. Team number 8 really taking in a lot of damage, not only from team number 4 but also from team number 11 once again, that is team Origin. They have a job cut out as well. They will try to kind of take down team number 4 and kind of I would say assert their authority on this particular compound. But once again, D Chaos, this is LSM x D Chaos. He has been just brilliant. He has been supported by another player, that is DE's Rishi. So 2 players, I guess, is not really enough for the ending zones, but definitely Chaos is taking in a lot of damage from team number 11. This is team Origin, none other than team Origin. They are trying to move inside as much as possible. This is Rush probably who's got the better of Rush who has got the better of CE as well. I'm not really sure, but team CE is taking on a very brutal fight. Pranav CE has okay, so Pranav CE is the last player who is still surviving, and team number 18 is looking to take down this particular player. Ryuk CE has bleeded out to death, so that means that team number 18 has wreaked havoc on team number 16 right out here. This is team CE versus team OG, and once again Pranav CE is the man who is still left. He is the last hope for this team as well, but definitely the zone is coming in, and that does mean what does that mean is that both of these teams rather have to actually move inside. And with that being said, I guess Pranav CE, if he delays the rotation right now, I guess it is all out for him. But once again, a lot of fight going on. He has spotted one particular player. CE has taken down Rush, and right out front, I guess Bull is also very much out in the open. CE, this is Pranav from CE. Once again, he's taking a lot of damage from the zone itself. He is just 20 odd meters out of the zone. Will he be able to make it, or Bull from team OG will be able to get the better of this particular player? Pranav from CE did survive. So once again, the last hope really making it count right up front. But definitely the last player from team OG, I'm not really sure if he has survived, but once again, Overhaul was out there. Overhaul did survive and make it inside the zone itself. This is Leader once again. That bolt action from him is really making himself count out here. He's just screaming out blood out here, and once again the death god just smiling on top of team OP, 2 OP rather. And definitely they can make a lot of statement out here. Another team which is in a real good position is team number 14. They are taking in a lot of fight against team 3, but definitely Pranav CE is the one who is making the statements. And once again, I guess he has actually been taken down, and team OG really surviving in that particular fight. With that being said, if you have a look at that, Rush is giving Bull a revive, and probably it was Rush, probably it was not Overhaul, but probably it was Rush who was the one who actually got the better of Pranav CE. So yes, definitely that was the crate. The Hope didn't really survive much longer. He was the last lone soldier for his team. I wouldn't really say a soldier, but a hero for his team. Definitely he was just so good out there. But with that being said, team Origin is the one who is leading the charge right now. With that being said, they have taken down team number 8. They have brought them on their knees, and they are making them submit to the wrath of team 11. They are racking up the kills right now. 4 players alive. They are just dominating the zone out and everywhere. With that being said, team Delta is another team who is really making a statement. Bull has got the better of Rishi, and Rishi has been taken down by by rain from Origin. Daku has got the better of aesthetic. LSMD Chaos has been taken down by Rush as well. So with that being said, a lot of casualties, as you can see right up on your screens. The vehicle did explode, and I do not really see, I guess it was Neo who got the better of Ronnie right up front. Team number 11 is making a lot of damage. Lynx Whitey confirming 2 knocks on his own. This is just heroics coming in from this particular team. This is Team Origin at their best. Already they have suffered 2 casualties. They have taken down Team 14 almost all out. It was just probably 2 players from team number 14 who are really surviving. The zone is on their favor. It is to be seen, 8 man alive, 3 teams left. The nades are coming in from each and every direction. Team number 11 versus 18 versus 14. So with that being said, Lynx Whitey has actually spotted the right position. He is actually trying to fire in the smoke. That is what you say, right? Fire in the hole, and that is what they are doing. The Molotovs might do a lot of damage out here, but with that being said, team number 14 is still so strong in this particular region. Overhaul has been brought down. This was Delta, Madman from Delta once again. It is probably a fight between Delta versus Origin. Team number 18, that is Team OG, is in a real bad position. Once again, if you actually spectate Team Delta, they are the one who actually have the most of the chances. The kill, I guess if we do not talk about the kills, if you only talk about the chicken dinner perspective, I guess this is the team who can actually make a difference. This is the team who can really survive. But once again, this is Scream who has been brought down. Lynx Whitey is just making himself count out there. His M416 sprays, rather Scarlet sprays, I'm not really remember, but yes, it was M416 CX sprays. He is just making himself count, right? I mean, he is just reaping blood out here. The Grim Reaper, the Death God, he is just being so super, I would say, dangerous for at this moment. But once again, team number 11, the fight has really paused as of now, and Madman has brought the better. Okay, it was Daku, pardon me for that. It was Daku who has brought the king down from his throne. The king is on his knees, but definitely the player, the support Neo will come in to revive Lynx Whitey is very important at this point if this team, that is Origin, have to kind of win on. But team number 14 has charged in on team number 11. Definitely a great strategy coming in from them. 4v2 up front. The first knock coming in on behalf of team Scream, but definitely this was Delta Drago X who has been brought down once again, and Lynx Whitey does have a job in hand. I'm not really sure. The second knock coming in, Lynx Whitey is really being real good. Once again, the third knock, team 11 has brought down team Delta. What a super gameplay was that. With that being said, Lynx Whitey, Origin Neo still surviving. Team number 18 trying to kind of make most of this particular scenario. Neo has brought down the first player, and with that being said, Neo probably has been able to get the better of them. I'm not really sure who got the chicken dinner. So what a match was that. What a beautiful match was that. Team Origin, you have my respect, brother. I mean, my lungs are out, brother. My lungs are out. This is Fnatic Scout OP who has written OP casting mode. Definitely that is not Fnatic Scout OP. But yeah, I'll take that. One day Scout OP will acknowledge. But once again, what a game was that, buddy. What a match. This has been probably the most thrilling match that I have ever casted. It cannot really get better, right? PUBG Mobile cannot really get better. That was the limits, I guess. That was it. Buddy, that was it. You cannot really get any better. Team Origin, how did you survive that spot? I mean, wait a second. This is just unreal. This is just so unreal. 2 squad wipes in a matter of moments. I thought it was Lynx Whitey who was the one who was calling in the shots. He was being the death god. But Neo, at 10 HP, he performed a squad wipe. Is that what you're saying? Is that what happened? My word, man. What a game. I need to take a breath once again. I really do need to take a break. Definitely. It was one of the best. It was just the best. And Team Origin, you have my respect, brother. 12 kill chicken dinner. You deserve every bit of it, I guess. Every bit of it. Taking nothing away from Team OG. Taking nothing away from Team Delta. You top 3, my friend. You top 3. You have made this match a success. This match has been a thriller whatsoever. This match has been a thriller. It was a roller coaster ride, buddy, I guess. Not just for me, I guess it was for the audience as well. I'm not really sure, but definitely it was a roller coaster ride. And meanwhile, I guess OG came up with a lot of kills. Overhaul with 5 kills, Rush with 3 kills, 9 kills for Team OG. Delta came up with 6 kills as well. Boy, oh boy, what a game! What a game! Team 14, number 4 is 2OP with 5 kills. 5 was LSM with how many? 8 kills. 6 was Team Colt with 3 kills. This was Team CE at number 7 with 6 kills. Just have a look at the stats. I mean, this is insane. This is just pure. This is criminal. This is criminal. Boy, ludicrous. I mean, seriously, Dead OP at 8th position. The team at 8th position has 7 kills. What? I mean, we already saw that highlight moment coming in from Dead OP. He got the better of Blur. D-Chaos, it was his time for a moment. And then it was all about Origin in the end. Pranav C also had his time. Just what was this match? I mean, this was sick. Till then, this is Kaal, this is Blur with 1 kill, and Believing with 0 kills. Their day wasn't really their day. Cloudin got really made himself count in the first fight which they kind of encountered, but after that could really make it count. And INF Claw once again succumbing at the 13th position. Revenge ER with 1 kill, D2E with 0 kills. Nothing really coming in from the bottom half of the table, and that is something which I really predicted. I mean, just have a look at the top half of the table. This is just pure destruction. I mean, this was one of the best matches. Hands down, it was one of the best matches which I've casted, definitely. And my lungs are out, definitely. And as I said, I mean, my lungs are out and I do need a break. Till then, we will be back with the second match very soon. So till then, once again, listen to some music, chill out, because such games are a part of W4RSHOT Esports. Until then, we will be back very soon. So till then, bye-bye.
You stole my heart of gold after my silver soul. Can you dig any deeper now? I gave you all I own, put you on this golden throne, but I'm a little stronger now. You cashed in on my promises. You know I'm too generous. Now I've learned to never help you out, 'cause I'm done cleaning up your mess. Found myself in my regrets. I've become a little stronger now. A little stronger now. Too generous. Now I've learned to never help you out, 'cause I'm done cleaning up your mess. Found myself in inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. I see the world through ice covered in ink and bleach. Cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Take my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. Some days I feel skinnier than all the other days. Sometimes I can't tell if my body belongs to me. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Content, hold your breath and feel the tension. Devils hide behind redemption. Honesty is a one-way gate to hell. I wanna taste consumption. Breathe faster to waste oxygen. Hear the children sing aloud. It's music till the wick burns out. Be carefree lately, yeah. Just kicking up daisies. Got one too many quarters in my pockets. Counting like the four-leaf clovers in my locket. Untied laces, yeah. Just tripping on daydreams. Got dirty little lullabies playing on repeat. Might as well just ride around the nursery and count sheep.
Yeah. Everybody knows that I'm breaking down. Everybody knows I ain't faking now. Everybody knows my heart's vacant now. Yeah, she hates me now, I made mistakes, but now I don't ever wanna be alone. I don't really ever feel at home. On my own, in the zone, that's the only way I know. Feeling low, about to blow back up. Here I won't ever let the doubt creep in. Gotta pop a couple more aspirin. I don't think I'll ever let you in. Easier to break it off best friends. I don't really understand myself. I don't really understand, need help. I don't wanna be left on the shelf. Couldn't even hear me if I yelled. It's so cold outside. I'm alone, I'm alright. It's so cold outside. I'm alone, I'm alright. It's so cold. always feel like I could break now, but I never let it take me to that place now. I won't ever let my thoughts get away now. I got better things to do, picking fate now. I just wanna be the best, call me great now. I don't know if I'm okay or insane now. I remember better days on the playground, hoping I can find my way to even when I'm feeling down. I fight, even when I don't know what is right. I'ma pick a side, and I'ma take pride. I will decide my fate, and I will never let them tell me who I am. If you try to shape me, I'll be damned. Planet on the ground is where I stand. Never give up, that was always the plan. It's so cold outside, I'm alone, I'm alright. It's so cold outside, I'm alone, I'm alright. It's so cold. You're never gonna make it, you're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different? Man, you must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible, it's not probable, you're irresponsible. Too many obstacles, you gotta stop it, yo. You gotta take it slow, you can't be a pro. Don't waste your time no more. Who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? I don't give a damn if you say you disapprove. I'm gonna make my move, I'm gonna make it soon. And I'll do it cause it's what I wanna fucking do. Cause all these opinions and all these positions, they come in millions, they blocking your vision. But no, you can't listen, that shit is all fiction. Cause you hold the power as long as you're dreaming.
There's no way that you make it, and maybe you can fake it, but you're never gonna make it. Aren't you just gonna take that? Make them take it all back. Don't tell me you believe that. Aren't you just gonna take that? Or will you fucking fight back? Fight back. You ain't gonna make it, you ain't never ever gonna break it. You can never beat them and they're better than you face it. Thinking that they're giving them, you're not thinking straight, kid. No, they don't give a damn, you got what I'm saying? I'm not fucking playing, I'll give it to you straight, man. There's too many others and you're not that great, man. Stop what you're saying, stop what you're making. Everybody here knows that you just faking. Nah, I don't wanna hear it anymore, I don't wanna hear it anymore. All these fucking thoughts, they are not what I need anymore. I'm about to shut the motherfucking door on all you poor ass haters with your heads in the clouds, talking out loud so proud. You better shut your goddamn mouth before I do more, speak out. It's about to head south. You're never gonna make it. There's no way that you make it, and maybe you can fake it, but you're never gonna make it. Aren't you just gonna take that? Make them take it all back. Don't tell me you believe that. Aren't you just gonna take that? Or will you fucking fight back? Fight back.
From the heat of the desert, we are here, right? This is it. This is the coldest place that you can get to. This is the snow-covered plains of Vikendi once again. Get back, I mean, get your sweaters on, get your monkey caps on, get your headbands on, everything in place, I guess. Put up a fire because this match is going to be very cold-blooded. Man, I mean, just have a look at the flight path. I mean, this is one of the most weird flight paths that you can get, right? I mean, almost so much deviated on the western side. I guess it is definitely not really comfortable for a lot of teams. Once again, I guess we will be getting to see some early action on, but definitely rotations are going to be very difficult already. I guess they need to, I mean, teams who are trying to go to Cosmodrome, Trevno, Peshkova, these are the regions, I guess, which are so far away from them. I guess they have to find vehicles as soon as possible. Dobromesto surprisingly was occupied by no one, and Bihar and this particular region of, I guess, Movatra, I believe this is Movatra, but I might be wrong, this has been occupied by two teams already. Team number 3 and team number 6 is actually going towards Bihar, so definitely a better choice. Meanwhile, the southern region, just have a look at this particular area. It is actually the teams are actually on a parachute, so definitely they will get spread out. But once again, there is a lot of congestion. There is a lot of cohesion between the teams right out here. And team number 17 has probably taken up binary. This is iNVB, and he has taken down the first player. Definitely not a kill, but that was a knock itself, and that does make things great. I guess this is happening in which region this is. This is Tovar. Okay, so the region in Tovar is actually taking in shots. Vibe God has been brought down. Fino Asta has been taken down as well. So that does mean that team number 11 is probably conquering at this moment. I'm not really sure, but Vibe God's revival is really going to be very easy because of the fact that they are really behind covers. They're definitely, but Reflex, this is Reflex, and he does have a lot of weapons, so I'm really surprised that he's not really taking on the fight head on. Definitely this team is really disintegrated at the moment. Vibe God has been revived, so definitely that does make sense, that, you know, put things in their favor. The Uzi and the UMP 45 is really going to help him on his way, I guess. iNVB Reflex, if he is able to make a clutch out of here, and he has actually spotted one particular player. I guess it is Revenger. Adi might get knocked out by this nade. He did take some initial damage, and definitely he couldn't really put him under the scope. Reflex is trying to demolish one particular player, and that being Adi. Once again, Reflex is trying to charge in, and Vibe God has brought the demise of Fino Asta once again. Adi is really looks to be in danger at the moment, but Reflex might get third party. You know, 21 particular player is flanking real hard at the moment. Meanwhile, Colt Static has been brought down by the mate from OGZ. Reflex is really taking a lot of time to kind of rotate in. But once again, that was a battery from the internet, definitely. But with that being said, I guess Reflex is right now trying to charge in at the moment. He is taking for time. But it is to be seen how can this team actually build up a fight against them. Team 11 is really looking for that first opening. They definitely have brought down one particular player in the form of Alpha, but right up here, as you can see, Adi has been brought down. The kill has been confirmed by Reflex. It was probably Suplex. Okay, so Wipeout has been brought down once again. It was probably Reflex is still looting. And with that being said, I guess this is one particular player. I'm not really sure what the name is, but I'll quickly pronounce. This is Kick Amuz. This is Kick Amuz. He is probably the last one who is still surviving for his team. Team number 11 has really conquered on Tovar probably, but once again, he might be. This is Kick Amuz, and he might be able to kind of make a statement out here. A wonderful chicken, but with that being said, he has actually brought down the better of him. But wait a second, it was Pain God. Pain God, what a shot was that? It was a jump shot from on top of the roof, and definitely he connected. He connected for good. He really rescued his team out there. I guess Suplex was down and out at that moment. I guess I thought that Suplex was almost finished. But the way Pain God kind of came in on a rescue, it was no short than a Bollywood movie, I guess. That particular jump coming in and then the shots really connecting, it was really unrealistic, but definitely that has been converted into reality. This is not Bollywood, this is PUBG Mobile, this is Team iNVB. With that being said, what a beautiful squad vibe coming in from this particular team. They have actually conquered on the first fight, which is taking place on weekend. I guess the first blood went in their favor as well. I'm not really sure, but definitely iNVB will be the first team to kind of take out one team as a whole. So with that being said, I guess it has been a wonderful start for the match. I guess if you consider this team, definitely not the best of starts for the other team, that was Fino. And yes, with that being said, we will be moving on to other teams. Was it team number 22? Because yes, it was team number 22. Team number 20 was a team which was requested, but definitely. Alright. I guess you have actually yes, that was a mistake on my part. My mic wasn't really turned on to its fullest capacity, so definitely I am actually super excited. I really regret the fact that the first fight I couldn't really cover, and I hope that you have heard some commentary at least. But till then, whatever has happened has happened. And right now, if we actually talk about the fact that Team iNVB were actually so great, I mean, the fact that they have taken out Team Fino with such ease, a 4v4 fight, Pain God coming up with that beautiful Bollywood style finish to that end. It was a cherry on top of a cake, and definitely what a great fight was it. And thanks to Wizard, of course, he actually let me know via text that my mic isn't really sounding as usual, but this is the RS weekend, and he has got the better of 2 OP once again, so definitely that fight is worth spectating. Definitely Delta has suffered 2 casualties already. We will be moving on to 2 OP real quick. They have actually lost 1 player already. This is Jebas. He is really trying to provide that real important cover fire. Team CE has been brought down on his knees. Poison CE has been confirmed. I guess Team CE has been completely wiped out. I'm not really sure. Team number 10 is taking in the damage. This is Jebas who has been brought down by Warp. Skull and Leader got the better of Warp CK as well. So I guess Warp has actually been taken down. 2 players still are alive. This is Kaal as well as his teammate. This is Slinger. Slinger and Skull are still left. Meanwhile, they are just confirming the kills. Leader has been brought down to their demise. It's a 2v2 fight up front. Very fair, very much equal. Who is going to triumph on this? This is a match. This is a Game of Thrones. Meanwhile, the Molotov is really making things difficult. Jivas has been taken down as well. I believe that a 2v2 fight, shouldn't really be but still, one thing that really strikes is that the fact that Team RS is still Team RS does have all the players still surviving. I guess none of the players have actually been completely wiped out. It was Knock coming in, but once again Weekend XD has been brought down. It was Warp Slinger coming in. It is to be seen if Curve OP and Adi OP are able. So this is, I guess, Curve OP who is giving on the risky revive. So that particular revive will probably make things difficult. Once again, the lower rage factor is really making things difficult. Once again, a jump shot coming into play. Curve OP surviving on 1 HP. Will he be able to survive this particular fight? And not really. He has been brought down as well. The final player, this is Adi OP, and he is the last one standing for his team as well. And with that being said, this is Kaal who has been demolished. What an ending, what an ending. This was a true finale. This particular fight deserves praise. But once again, Team RS actually made things difficult for themselves. Those revives were really risky, but once again, kudos to that particular player, Curve OP. He was the one who actually pulled in those shots once again. Not the shots literally, but those revives. I feel like without those revives, I guess Warp could have actually warped time and space for Team RS, and RS could have been right now in the lobby discussing about why were they eliminated. But right up front, as you can see, the one who is still surviving, the one who has triumphed on this fight is Team RS. The Game of Thrones really went in the favor of Team RS, which at a point of time which was not really looking possible, but Team RS did make it a reality. And what a way was it to bring on the demise for Team Warp. Once again, the zone has really arrived. We haven't really started the zone, so as usual, a typical weekendy zone cannot really exist without some part of it being on water. With that being said, I will perform my regular stream check. The fact that I didn't release did that prior stream check was the result that the sound wasn't really great, right? And these things do happen. I am really careless about stuff like these, but definitely something which I'm not careless about is PUBG Mobile and its casting. So yes, till I come back, make sure you are still tuned in. I will be really happy if you kind of make it an interactive session. I really want those live chats going, and if you're watching this match live right now, then feel free to ask me any sort of question. Feel free to talk anything regarding PUBG, regarding casting, regarding anything else. Till then, we will be back very soon, so please stay tuned. This is Saronio Lal Mukherjee. He's a big fan of RS Esports OP. Definitely. How this is Mas Kharwa. He says how many customs are left. No more customs, brother. This is RS Dead OP, big fan, bro. Mad respect. Yes, Dead OP. He was just great. But Mascara, he says how much delay? Not much delay, I guess. This is definitely not a lot of delay in the stream. There might be some delay, but yeah, there isn't really as such, I guess. Yeah, till then I guess it is. This is Sarjana Lalu Mukherjee says, is Dead OP a good player? I am kind of suspecting that this particular guy might be Dead OP it's himself, but I'm not really sure. I mean, he says mad respect and then he says Dead OP is a good player. Definitely he is a great player. He's still surviving and he does have 1 kill. So yeah, once again, if we move on to the match right up front, I guess I should get back analyzing the match. The zone, as usual, I have already talked about its water content, but once again, Dobro Mesto is really uninhabited, and that is something which really surprises me. This is 46 players are still surviving, 14 teams are still left, so we are in for an action right up front. We are in for a finale. The climax is something which I want to see. The last match is probably the reincarnation. I guess it was Climax reincarnate itself. It was the personification of Climax itself. I am left with no objectives. What a match it was in the it was a Miramar devastation, and right up front I guess we saw some beautiful fights up in Vikendi. I'm really sorry if I haven't really covered any such fights early on in this game, but once again a lot of fights are left, and definitely I'll try to do that. Pardon me for my sound glitch in the starting of this match itself, and right now all of the teams are really rotating and none of them are actually at a very close distance to each other, so that does makes sense. I really don't want a lot of teams to actually get converge together in a single spot and kind of take each other out. That is something which I definitely don't want. I want that particular finale coming in. I really want that ending fights coming in, but definitely early fights are a part of the game. You cannot really take them out. Hot drop contests will be there for eternity, I guess. As long as PUBG Mobile exists, I guess hot drop contests will be there. But definitely I guess if you're talking about customs, certain teams should actually be more serious about taking it the custom way, taking it the tournament way, taking it the league way, whatever be it. I mean, if you actually talk about taking in the custom way, I guess it will be better to kind of play safe at the beginning. I'm not talking about, but right now Pain God has been brought down. White God has got the better of Kaal as well. So Kaal versus iNVB is right up front. iNVB, if we talk about them, Suplex has got the better of one particular player. Suplex has been brought down. So I guess the White God and Reflex, they are the ones who are still surviving. Team number 12 up front has taken a lot of damage, but I'm not really sure how many players are still left. With it being said, Team Kaal has been brought down to its knees. Team 11's really surviving on this particular fight as well. How did the Snowmobile enter the bathroom? Snowmobile entering the bathroom is something which is really a serious issue, but something which is even more a serious issue is the fact that Team iNVB is dominating up front. I guess this particular team, they are making a statement. Suplex already has that MK14 and he is making it count. 3 kills already for this team. I guess it is not just a single player who is standing out. This entire team is reaping blood at the moment. They are cultivating kills and they are farming kills whatsoever, and already early on in this match, this is just the second zone, they already have 2 squad wipes under their belt. They already have 7 kills under their belt. What are you doing, Team iNVB? With that being said, this team has a long way to go. I really don't want to go overboard in kind of praising them early on in the match, but definitely Kaal couldn't really do a lot of stuff in that particular fight. They were taken out. It was just a matter of seconds. The fight started, the fight clicked, and it was end. And with that being said, I guess it wasn't really a bad attempt from Team Kaal. They got 2 players down, and then something which really worked in the favor of team iNVB was their man advantage. I mean, it was a 3v4 fight up front, and definitely the number net is a real BT today, but definitely not a problem. We will move through it. It is a part and parcel of my day right now. The weather report, the weather gods are really not shining on my face at the moment, but this is he says, according to you, is that OP a good player? He has taken, yeah, I guess he is. I mean, I have already told them he looks to be a very good player, but my internet definitely is not. And there might be disconnections, guys. There might be disconnections, there might be all sorts of troubles, but meanwhile PUBG Mobile will never stop, and so will I. Meanwhile, I guess the fact that the Snow Mobile really entered the bathroom, this is a really serious issue for me. I guess it shouldn't really be that way, right? It shouldn't really enter the bathroom, and definitely it got stuck in the end, and that was it. But team number 11, that is team iNVB, they have actually made themselves count early on in this match itself. I'm really praying to the weather gods that please buddy, don't actually make things difficult for me. Don't actually make things so difficult that I cannot stream, and that is something which I'll pray a lot at this point. But once again, things look stable right up front. Things definitely look stable, and once again I probably will be able to focus on my stream once again. Team iNVB is actually taking in the shots. I'm not really sure, but as you can see, Vibe God has actually been brought down to 10 HP, and that actually makes some sense. I'm not really sure whom they are fighting at the moment, but yes, the shots are definitely coming, and team number 6 has actually been spotted. That is none other than probably team AES. So yes, that is team 6, that is team AES. Meanwhile, if you have a look at the map itself, nothing special coming in. So yes, once again we are back. Thankfully we are back to good connections. I mean, the internet gods really have to smile on me right now because I am trembling at the moment. But dead OP once again, Saranyo Lal Mukherjee. I'll call you Lal Mukherjee, but this particular player, dead OP, is definitely a good player. He has that particular Arctic Warfare Magnum in the Arctic regions of Vikendi. I guess this particular weapon can be the one who actually changes the shape of this game whatsoever. The Arctic Warfare Magnum, in short, ARM, is a responsibility which you carry, and Dead OP has carried it on his shoulders, a sign of a great player, and definitely he is showing glimpses of it, and he has got one particular knock itself. It is to be seen if we can inflict more of those on team number 4. Definitely team number 4 will actually be trying to pray to the PUBG gods that please save us from dead OP. That sound itself is so intimidating that he might be. But once again, 1 second, it was LSMD syringe. Was it syringe? Yes, definitely it was syringe, but syringe is also having an Arctic Warfare Magnum, and that means both of them are equals. This is a fight of the equals, and once again, what is going to be the outcome? I'm not really sure, but that does make things interesting. Team number 7, just hear this out, alright? This is team number 4's message to team number 7. Just hear this out, alright? You're not the only one with the arm. We do have an arm itself. You're not the only one with a sniper in the form of dead OP. We have syringe, and syringe is going to do a lot of damage to you as well. He can include some glucose, but he can also include some poison in the blood, in the veins of team number 7. So once again, it is to be seen if team number 4, that is team LSMDE, if they are able to get the better of at this point. But D2E Ronnie has got the one particular knock itself. I guess this is team LSM. They are at the moment in some real sandwich situation. I would say they do have 2 teams on either side, team number 20 up front as well as team number 7. Meanwhile, if you have a look at the map, then the map really gives us a clear view. I mean, just have a look at this particular cluster. A lot of the teams are really coming close to each other. With that being said, Lynx YD has taken down syringe. The ARM is not the only sniper in the game. The Kar 98, the old but still a myth, a weapon which can devastate a team. The Kar 98 is still a weapon to reckon and that is something which we got to see. Lynx Whitey connected that headshot on Syringe, and what a shot was it. It was a beautiful shot, but once again Syringe has healed himself up. The arm shots will definitely come in. He wants to match a scope for a scope, and definitely Lynx Whitey is the one who is really making it count right out here. Syringe doesn't really stand a chance. Lynx Whitey, not Link, this is Lynx Whitey. So in the last game we actually saw that this guy is a real good assaulter, but in this match itself he is showing signs of a sniper itself. A scope for a scope, buddy. Syringe, take that on your head. And that was something which Lynx Whitey really made it look like. I mean, that was it. Orm versus Kar 98. Definitely Orm can be more powerful, but the Kar 98 is as versatile as it gets. It is the old, the myth, the legend, the man itself, Lynx Whitey. He is making it count right out here. Team number 4 is really suffering a lot of damage. Syringe has already been forced to back out from that particular sniper battle out of here, and till then, I guess, what is the outcome of this? Definitely nothing, but Blur Ali has got the better of BNF Wolf. If you have a look at them, if we move out from this location itself, I guess nothing really in terms of the live chat. And with that being said, I guess let us move on to other teams. This is team D2E, who is really calling on the shots at the moment. Toxic and Ronnie have been taken down. Positive has been completely wiped out. So this is AB Noob, who is the last one still surviving at the moment. And meanwhile, team number 6, I'm not really sure how many players are still alive, but definitely, okay, so 2 players are still alive. The nade not really connecting probably, but team AES has already, okay, so this is Fraggle who has been brought down. The nade not really connected, it connected twice, and meanwhile this is Bhavia who has been brought down to 20 HP at the moment. This is Onslaught coming in from ABX Noob. Will Bhavia be able to survive, or will team D2E be able to kind of take down team AES? Once again the sprays are coming in, the canted side as well as the red dot. Not a very OP combo, but definitely D2E is making a statement at the moment. Ash Noob will try to get the better of him, but it was Bhavia who survived. Team AES, without breaking a sweat, just got the better out of team D2E. D2E has been smacked out of this particular map. They have been sent back onto the lobby. You know, it was like, you know, sit on this particular space shuttle, get back to Mars. That is where you are, that is where you should be. And yes, it was not Mars, but the Mars here itself refers to once again the zone is really taking a lot of damage, and definitely that is not really some good news for them. Fragger will actually bleed out to death. Meanwhile, Bhavia does not seem to have a chance itself as well. Devil is actually moving out, so that doesn't really that doesn't really look good. But the fight was just brilliant. This is AES Devil, this is AES BL Devil. He has actually survived at this point, but Bhavia will actually bleed out to death. So yes, that was something which was not a great end. Team RS has actually got the better of Team Blur, and I actually wanted to spectate Team Blur because of their poor performance in the last match, because they were taken down fairly easily in the last game itself. But right now, as you can see, 8 teams are alive, not a lot of them. iNVB once again still dominating. Team RS once again, they are the one who are still going strong. Team LSM DE once again still making it count for themselves. This is BL Devil who is surviving, the lone survivor for his team rather. This in front, right up front, he will find team number 3. So team number 3 does have all their players still alive, so that actually makes things very complicated, because not only we do have 8 teams, but we do have 26 players alive, so that is a lot of players. Meanwhile, this is RS's dead OP, pardon me for that. It was dead OP who has actually been brought down from one particular player from iNVB probably. So iNVB is really calling in the shots at the moment. Reflex has been brought down, something which actually was knock for a knock, a trade knock coming in for them. But definitely Reflex seems to be in a very complicated position as of now. The smokes are coming in, the revive seems to be on right now, but this is AESPL. Okay, so Devil has been brought down. OGC Aryak, it was OGC Aryak who actually got the better of Devil on his path. I mean, it was just pure demolition. Devil wasn't even able to get close to this particular team. He was just trying to rush in, but I guess it was a vehicle explosion coming in, and the vehicle was already suffering. But with that being said, I guess a lot of action coming into play. Each and every ridge probably has one or the other team. This is already the 5th zone. This is probably the 5th or 6th zone, I'm not really sure, but let me see. This is the 6th zone already. This is Delta Daku. He's still the lone survivor for his team. He still has a good position in the map itself, and that means that he might be able to hold on. 7 teams are alive, 25 players. But that actually means that an average of more than 3 players per squad. That leaves us with some match itself. Team number 3 has really rushed in on Delta Daku. Delta Daku doesn't really look to me to survive a lot at the moment, and team number 3 has decimated Team Delta as well. So that actually leaves us with the last 6 teams and 24 players, average of 4 players per squad. That means that each and every team who is surviving has 4 players alive. What is happening at the moment? That actually makes things so interesting. Colt Aesthetic has actually lost his life once again. Falcon has been taken down, and this was LSM. LSM is really calling in the shots at the moment. Team number 3 has been decimated completely. Team number 4 is really going in hard on team number 3 at the moment, and that actually means that team LSM is really dominating this particular fight. I really want to see, but Syringe is really confirming those kills for them. Colt has only 1 player still surviving in the form of Margin Boo. Syringe has really made use of that arm really well. I guess it was just great. The fact that he kind of made that particular arm count in the ending stages. It was just great. But once again, Team RS has really suffered. They have really suffered the death of Dead OP. Weekend XD has been brought down, and so is, I guess, Curve OP. Curve OP is the last one who is still surviving. And with that being said, I guess will he be able to survive the onslaught which Team iNVB is really leading them? But I'm not really sure. Curve OP has been spotted. Definitely the Molotovs are coming in. iNVB have a very easy job in hand. With that being said, iNVB has got Curve OP has got the better of Reflex, and I guess Reflex was really casual in that particular scenario. Reflex has been knocked and completely wiped out. Meanwhile, Suplex has been spotted. Curve OP is doing a great job for his team already, and I'm not really sure if he's inside the zone, but definitely if he is, it might make a lot of sense. But that is something which is not really happening. Curve OP has got the better of this particular player as well. Suplex has been brought down. The last player from Team iNVB survives in the form of, I guess, Wipe God. Okay, so it was Pain God rather. Wipe God Reflex has been brought down. Suplex has been knocked out. Pain God is really suffering. Meanwhile, the zone is 41 seconds left. So that actually means that Curve OP has to move inside. Definitely, another team which needs to move inside is Team iNVB. Suplex has the kill has been taken out by Team Colt. And with that being said, it was Rush who actually got the better of Curve OP. Team RS has been wiped out completely. 5 teams are still alive, and with 13 players left, this brings us with 4 teams are alive. Action each and everywhere. They are fighting. M762 with 4S. The players are going completely psycho out here. This is lunatic. This is lunatic gameplay coming in from them. This is Henry who is taking in the shots. The white ghillie suit is really not saving him at the moment, but definitely Henry has managed to escape. They are fighting in M762 4X. Does that make sense, buddy? Does that make sense? This is pure criminal coming into display. But meanwhile, 4 teams are alive, 10 players left. Another point is that we are alive with 3 teams. Pain God has been brought to its demise. So with that being said, Team iNVB has really suffered. We are left with 3 teams in the form of LSM and Origin and OG. Origin Neo, the last player surviving in the last game, is still surviving. He is the only one who is surviving for this team in this game as well. Will he be able to make it count right up front? But this particular team, another shocking affair is that they do not have any kills whatsoever. This is LSMDE Chaos who has actually been brought down. Chaos has 6 kills already. This particular player has been on a rampage. I guess he might be the top fragger. I couldn't really cover any particular kill what he has brought up. But once again, I guess Team LSM has actually been on a rampage. 10 kills already for them. But definitely the end game is on. And that is something which is probably the most important out of it all. And Chaos has to make it count once again. Chaos, being their main man, has to kind of make things complete for his team. He has got a lot of kills, but something which is remaining is the cherry on top of that cake. This has been a beautiful match coming in from LSM. Neo has been confirmed. 2 teams are still alive. A 3v4 up front. Team OG is looking to be the real OG in this particular fight. Who is going to be the real gangster? I'm not really sure, but Syringe is completely out on his own. Definitely he's facing Team OG right up front on the face, and with that being said, I guess Syringe might get completely decimated, destroyed from all directions, and that is something Team OG is planning. Team OG definitely has to move in. The nades, the molotovs, everything is coming in. Oh, Neo, pardon me for that. This is Syringe. Syringe is actually trying to fall back from this particular region, but definitely the zone is out in a completely open area. I guess Syringe has actually spotted one particular player, and the flank, that particular flank might prove to be very crucial, but Chaos, this is Chaos once again. What a player was it. He shares my in-game name, and definitely he shares something which is most important. What a jiggle coming in from Sage. Oh my god, what this is just pure criminal coming in. 1v1 fight, Chaos up front. Will he be able to survive, or will Team OG really kind of get the better of him? Croza versus the MK14. MK14 survives. Chaos. What? Team LSM, this has been a game to remember. What a match it was. I mean, whatever you call it, I mean, Chaos came up with 8 kills. What? Buddy, you deserve my respect, brother. You deserve my respect. But something which actually was more surprising than the 8 kills was Savage. He was trying to connect that arm shot in the end, couldn't really do that. But what a jiggle was that? I'm not really sure if that is top tier level, but that is definitely one of the top tier levels that it can get. I mean, that was sick, buddy. That particular jiggle got the better of 2 players from Team OG. Team OG were almost certain that the chicken dinner was them. LSMTE just conquered on them. And what a game which we got to see. Definitely wasn't as engaging in the starting stages. Definitely there has been hiccups with my bad trip coming in from the internet companies. But boy oh boy, something which really satisfies me is that the climax, this has been a climax. I mean, today was a day of climaxes, I believe. What a fight which we got to see. Origin is really consistent. I guess they have still made it to the top 3. OG was consistent. They were second in the last match. I believe they are still second in this match itself. I'm not really sure, but they probably were second in the last game. I really have very bad relation with very bad relationship with my memory. But something, if I'm not really very wrong, Team OG was the one who wore this at the second position. But something, just have a look at the top, the shiny golden first position. LSMDE, what were you today? Chaos came up with 8 kills. I do not know what he had for breakfast, but definitely he was really calling in the shots for this particular team at the moment. I guess that particular MK14 versus Groza, that was one heck of a finale. Syringe came up with, he was not only an armor, he was someone who had that Arctic Warfare Magnum on his shoulders. Definitely, he did not actually let that take him away from his assaulting. It was some sick jiggle at the end. What was that, buddy? I mean, I did not really expect him to get the better of 2 players in the end. Not really taking anything away from Henry and Rakshit. Each and every one of them really contributed. Chaos will be the top fragger and the MVP in this match without a doubt. 8 kills in a match, that is criminal, buddy. I mean, put this man in jail. I've put this man in jail already. He is a criminal. 8 murders in a match. This is a T1 scrim. If you have actually forgotten, this is T1 scrim and not classic. And the 8 kills is really kind of striking me. 14 kills for this team. Something which is, this has been a game to, I guess this has been a game which they'll never forget in the recent future at least. Team iNVB, once again, they have been brilliant. This particular team has shown that they are so consistent. I guess if not in the ending stages, they were kind of taken out by some unfortunate piece of gameplays. And still they managed to get that particular 4th position with a lot of kills. I guess they will easily get that particular 3rd position at least. Team Colt, once again, it was a good gameplay coming in from them. A lot of kills. Just have a look at the fragging display coming in from them. I'll talk about it. The team at the 1st position already has 14 kills, no doubt. Team at the 2nd position, they have 8 kills. 3rd position, a 0 kill affair. But once again, in the 4th position, look at that, 9 kills coming in from the team at the 4th position. And the team at the 5th position, just have a look at that, 7 kills coming in from this particular team as well. Team at the 6th position, Team RS, once again, have a look, 8 kills from them as well. Are you serious? Boy oh boy, this has been a high fragging contest. I mean, I really predicted that something like this would happen. If you have actually noticed, the climax, 6 teams were alive. Each and every one of them had 4 players inside that circle. Each and every one of them had 4 players all standing up on their feet. That was something which was sick, ludicrous. But once again, what a display which we got to see. Once again, Curve OP, Weekend XD came up with 3 kills respectively. Arya came up with 3 kills for his team in Team Colt. Once again, it has been a beautiful display. Just have a look. I mean, Delta 2 kills, a 2 kill affair. But Team AES, 3-man team already. 3-man team already, 8th position and 7 kills. What else do you want from a team? I mean, just tell me. I mean, what else do you want from a 3-man squad? 8th position, 7 kills. This has been a dynamite of a match, I guess. But I'm really at a loss of words. I do not have any adjectives rather. And Team Blur once again 1 kill, 10th position. This is Riva once again 11th position, not a lot of kills. The bottom half of the table has really suffered the wrath of the top half teams, I guess. Team Warp, we saw their fight. Team Bounty was taking out CE, were taking out Pranav. CE not really reciprocating that particular performance which he actually showed in the first match. They're too OP, not really living up to their name. Team Reventure, something which was not on form, I guess. This particular team were actually taken down fairly easily. But I guess what a match it was, what a game. This is something which is W4RSHOT Esports known for. This is something which I know these players for. T1 Scrims, best versus best. This was something which is definitely the best. And once again, another thing which is the best is definitely not to forget the best caster whatsoever. I mean, I'm the best caster, right? And once again, keeping all the jokes apart, I guess if you do like my casting, then please make sure you subscribe and like this particular video, the stream rather, and please do make sure you subscribe. If you want to give me a follow, my Instagram handle is actually given down below, so you can actually you're free to actually give me a follow. If you do want me to cast your scrims, then you can DM me in my Instagram handle. Definitely not an issue regarding that. You can also mention it, mention anything about it in the live chat. I'll be very happy to actually read whatever people have to talk about my casting itself, because I really want to improve. I am always up for constructive criticism. If you think that I am repeating any particular word several times, then you can actually tell that to me. And also, if you think that I'm not really presenting any particular fight in a better way, I could have done that in a better way, then also let me know in that particular in the live chat as well. If not in the live chat, I guess the comments, or you can also hit me up in the Instagram handle. So till then, until tomorrow, we will be back with more scrims. This is the new timing for W4RSHOT Esports T1 scrims. Till then, goodbye and see you everyone. It has been a fantastic day, a day where Climax actually was personified and really shined brightly on our scrims. A beautiful match. I guess it was just brilliant. Firstly, it was the desert from Miramar, and then it was the snowfields from Vikendi. Both of them exceptionally beautiful maps, exceptionally beautiful players, and something which was immensely beautiful was PUBG Mobile itself. Till tomorrow, we will be back with more streams. And till then, goodbye and see you everyone. I mean, I do love my audience, and thanks a lot. I mean, a lot of you have actually joined in today, so thanks a lot for that, and we will be back soon very shortly. So till then, goodbye and see you.
Over the edge, feel like I'm floating through the air. The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see.
Fearless.
faded, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still, hanging in the balance, not the life I want to live. I want to take it all, standing tall, fear I weighed the person you are. Oh, break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it in a sense, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless.
You stole my heart of gold after my silver soul. Can you dig any deeper now? I gave you all I own, put you on this golden throne, but I'm a little stronger now. You cashed